This is for the creators. All right, so welcome to the show, Zephyrbeats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
I've been wanting to be on the show since I was listening.
It's just amazing, man.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing. How did you stumble on the show?
So I was looking up podcast and stuff about like online beat selling, which went into entrepreneurship.
Mm-hmm.
And then I came across your I think you guys followed me on Instagram or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, oh, these people are pretty cool and they look like they're just coming up and they have a podcast. Let me check it out because, you know,
Nice.
for me, I like to look at people, like obviously I like the famous people, but I like to look at the people that are like have low numbers sometimes because they honestly are like really creative. And it'll be like some low key talent that people don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And that's kind of what we wanted to do with the podcast is have people that aren't super duper famous on there.
And you guys were super chill. You guys didn't like seem fake, and you guys were like learning along the way as I was learning. So it was a very like comfortable podcast, if that makes any sense.
Nice, man. No, that's really good feedback. Appreciate that. And you've left us a good review as well, so appreciate that.
Yeah.
Nice. So today we're going to do a follow-up to our episode with Mayday Carter that we had on recently, which was, I'm forgetting what episode that was, the number, but it was a few episodes back, and it was called Has the Internet made it more difficult for producers to get paid?
Yeah.
And Mayday and I were speaking about the prominence of type beat producers. So online you have producers that make a Drake type beat or a Lil Uzi Vert type beat or a Gigs type beat or whatever. And because that's kind of a new thing, we were, discussing that and discussing the pros and cons of that. But we've been producing for like many years before that new trend happened. How long have you been producing?
I've been producing for about 5 years now, and making music in general my whole life. Like as soon as I can pick up a drumstick.
Oh, sick. What did you start on drums?
Yeah. There was a little rock band my friend had, and he needed a drum player, and I just hopped right on.
Nice.
And that's when I found out.
Nice. And oh yeah, before we even get into that, I'm just jumping around. Where are you from?
I'm from Randolph, Massachusetts, so near Boston-ish.
Oh, okay. Wow. What was your real name? Or did you want to discuss that?
I don't mind discussing it. My real name is Shannon.
Nice.
So some people are probably out there gonna be laughing because I get it all the time. But like you said, like when we talked before, it builds character though.
Yeah, it's character building. Having names that people make fun out of. It's all good. And your producer name?
Oh, Zephyr.
Zephyr. And how did that come about?
Random story of how that came about. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. There was like this clan, a little group thing going on. And I saw this person had this name. It was like Zephyr OG or something like that. And it just stuck with me my whole life. I have no idea why that name just would not leave my head, but I was like, this is it.
This is it.
So anything
Zephyr.
creative I did was just Zephyr.
Nice. Back to what we were speaking about with Mayday about this new trend. Being that you started producing 5 years ago, and obviously the internet's fully up and running, YouTube's the biggest thing in the world. How did you get into producing? How did you start marketing yourself?
I was just making beats on the side, and I was also a rapper at one point. And then I knew rapping wasn't for me, and so for marketing, I just kind of put my stuff on Instagram with the followers I already had.
Okay.
And it didn't really get me far because I hit the what is it called? I was targeting the wrong audience.
Mm.
because I liked rock beforehand, so I was like posting rock stuff and stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
Um, so yeah. So to find my real audience, I would just look up hashtags
Nice.
on the Instagram, like unsigned rapper or stuff like that, like people who
Yeah.
need beats, and then I would DM and then talk to them, and that's how I kind of got like a little bit of a following
Oh, good.
for
Good.
my beats. Yeah,
So it's predominantly Instagram.
yeah, because
Wow.
YouTube, I'm on YouTube and I'm also doing type beats, but it's everybody's doing type beats. It seems
Mm.
like really oversaturated right now, so it's really hard to rank.
Yeah. I was going to ask about that because one, from a creative standpoint, do you start your equipment and think I'm going to make a type beat, or do you just make a beat that you like and then categorize it as a type beat?
Yeah, no, for me, I just get on the keyboard and make whatever comes to my mind or whatever I'm feeling. And then after I'd ask my friends or my girlfriend or something like, "Hey, who does this sound like? Like what type of rapper?"
Right.
And then that's how it would happen. Cuz other people think they just sit down like, "All right, I'm going to make a Kanye West type beat like
Mm.
full-heartedly," but nah, there's some creative stuff in there.
Okay. That actually makes sense. And have you got much attention from doing that?
Um Not that much attention. So say if I would put up a type beat on YouTube, it would probably be like 20 views. But like if you wouldn't put that type beat in the title, it wouldn't get any views at all.
Right.
We need to figure out how to do something different than type beats since everyone's doing it in any anything that I was gonna say, if everyone's marketing and branding the same exact way, that
Exactly.
community is gonna fail.
Exactly.
Eventually it's gonna go downhill.
Yeah, exactly. How do you become unique in that?
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm the only one out there, but I do anime videos and then just put
Yeah.
like my beats on there. I know like the majority they just take like a Google image of a rapper, slap it on there, and that's it. So I guess
Yeah.
I'm original in that aspect. Um,
And you do that on your YouTube and Instagram, or
yeah. So I
yeah.
would like show a preview on Instagram, and then on Instagram I'm making my beats from scratch so people can see behind the scenes. And then on YouTube I just post like the actual beat,
Okay, okay, that's
like
good.
the full beat.
Yeah. So it's a different way of doing it, a different way of utilizing those platforms.
Yeah, and I tried SoundCloud, but SoundCloud super oversaturated now.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Do you find that by doing the anime videos and your behind the scenes on Instagram, is that giving you a different kind of attention? Like, is it more quality or?
Um. Wait, what do you mean by like more quality ish?
Because you said you get 20 views on YouTube, for example, if you put up a type beat, are you getting more attention by doing your own thing and like more messages or more
Yeah.
comments?
Um. I feel like it's happening slowly, but surely.
Mm.
Like people are like catching on, but like some videos they would have like 3 comments and then others would have 0. It's very inconsistent right now, and
Hmm.
I'm really just trying to figure out the whole entire algorithm of each
Yeah, yeah,
social media. So I'm kind of like not the beginner stage, but I'm still learning.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're working out the same with Instagram. Yeah, it does favor certain posts more than others, but I guess consistency is the key, right?
Yeah. Like especially for Instagram since it doesn't go in order anymore.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's
That's the thing.
yeah.
That's the thing. Did you have any thoughts from that episode, from what we was discussing with Mayday Carter?
Thoughts from that episode is just where to go from here because he's not wrong. He's not wrong. It is going downhill, and he did say something about how it's cheapening your brand. So I
Mm.
actually want to talk about that real quick.
Hmm.
Um, Like I can see how it can be cheapening your brand by doing it at a low cost, or even just giving it for free. But I look at it as in, if I can make like a full living off of my music, then like I would just take that opportunity since I love music so much. And say if you honestly made like the best beat and it just took you like hours on end, you don't have to like sell that. You can just put that on an album or something and just do streams. Like you don't have to sell every single beat you make. So it's like,
Yeah, I agree.
you know what I mean? So that was the thought that I had when I was listening to that. Cause yeah, it does make sense. It's a tricky. I feel like we're just still trying to figure it out.
Mm.
Like
It's
everyone
definitely a
in the
balance.
community.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's definitely a balance. And I guess if you're coming up now, you do have to do a bit of both.
Yeah.
But I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, it's a good way of marketing yourself. Like, as a producer, it's hard enough to get your stuff heard anyway. So if you can utilize all the tools that you have, like you've got your own website, for example,
Mm.
YouTube, Instagram, all the socials, and getting your music out in all those ways, it must increase your chances a bit of getting heard by the right artist, so you can get the right placements.
Exactly.
And then I
And
suppose, like
like
you said, if you've got more stacked up that aren't online, then it's a bit of both. It's a nice balance.
exactly. Because I know people would want to go like the placement way or the more exclusives to like more important artists that are up there. So you honestly
Yeah,
can do both. You just gotta just really work and just grind.
absolutely, man. Keep that consistency. Have you had much sales from your website?
Honestly, haven't had one beat sell yet.
Mm,
And I think that's because I have not gave any of my like beats out for free yet.
right.
Because I know that you have to get attention by doing that. Like not even with beats. Like say when you go to the mall and you're going like to the food court or something, they're always like free sample and stuff like that. Like I have to do
Mm.
that, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for a certain point. I feel like,
What's the
like
certain
until I
point?
get my actual sound.
I feel like you've got that.
Yeah. I feel like I'm really close because I'm not trying to sound like anybody else. You want to find your own sound because there's already too many copycatters out there.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Especially because there's so many YouTube tutorials and stuff. The barrier to entry for producing is a lot lower than it used to be, and therefore
Exactly.
the sound, making your own sound, is a lot more difficult than it used to be,
And people aren't
because
even
everyone can do the same thing.
exactly. And now that we have Splice, it really doesn't help.
Yeah.
I mean, like I love Splice and I use it, but it doesn't help when people are just picking the very same sounds and probably like just flipping it the same way. And yeah, something just needs to change. I'm not really sure like what the answer is, but
It will come. We shall see. Did you have any other thoughts?
for the beat community, we definitely have to think of other ways of branding and marketing because like I already said at the beginning, like type beat is it's already oversaturated. And it is nice to have a type beat though, because you know when you get a rapper and they come to your page and they're like, oh, I want to sound like, I don't know, Kanye or
Yeah.
Schoolboy Q or something, and then they'll click that. Like it does work, but I feel like maybe different visuals when you're putting up your beats or
Yeah, so it's not so much about who you're trying to sound like, but it's
yeah,
a doorway to an original sound, maybe.
exactly. So
Hmm.
and definitely
So what's
don't be a robot. You have to really show your personality. 'Cause
Yeah, for real.
that's key now. Even with like artists, they won't really care as much for your beats or your music if you don't have like a interesting personality behind it or mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've got to show that human side, right?
Exactly. And it's gonna be nerve-wracking, probably a lot of anxiety, but you just gotta go and do it.
That's good. What made you do it? What made you do the behind the scenes?
Um, cause I did feel like everyone else, even though everyone wasn't doing anime videos, I'm like, I just seemed like another beat maker and there wasn't anything different. So I put up one video and I was like, tell me if you guys like that, and everyone loved it. They were like, definitely do more of this.
That's good. That's good. And it's got easier the more you've done it, right?
Exactly. Yeah, the first couple is you just really have to like push and you just feel really awkward. You're looking at the video
Yeah.
back and you're like, oh, I'm ugly. Like, what is this kid doing?
Hmm. No one's gonna care.
Yeah, and it's off tempo a little bit, but like those small things, you would be surprised nobody notices except you.
It's so true. It's so true.
It's
It's like even with
crazy.
the podcast, we've made a million mistakes.
Exactly. Yeah. So don't post something and be in the caption and say like, "Oh, I messed up here, but it's all good" or anything. Like just let the people judge it and
Mm,
then you'll see.
exactly.
Yeah.
So what's in the future for Zephyrbeats?
Oh man, if I get this online beat selling right and get full time so I can get out my 9 to 5, I wanted to start rapping again that I'm gonna have to like work on. And I wanted
Hmm.
to produce for myself and rap and do music videos. I also skate. So I have like
Oh, sick.
a lot of creative ideas but like no time and or the finances. So
Yeah. But I feel like things have got a bit easier in that front in terms of like you've got your equipment, you've got obviously you've got limited time, but in
oh
terms of
yeah.
music videos, you could shoot it on your phone yourself.
For
You've already
real?
got the editing skills.
Yeah.
Maybe you should show some of that side because going through your page, I wouldn't realize that you're a skater.
That is true. I'm working on it.
Yeah, that'd be
Definitely gonna
sick.
start doing that.
Yeah.
Do like little skate beat videos or something.
Yes,
For real.
that would be sick. Yeah, there you go. That'd be very sick.
You helped me out on that one. Oh man. You're gonna be seeing those.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that, and I haven't seen that before either because that's unique to you, right?
Yeah,
There you go. So that's a good idea. You should definitely do that.
for sure, for sure.
Cool, man. Well, we look forward to seeing your journey and tracking your journey, and keep us updated so we can share it with the rest of the for the creators community.
Of course.
Nice one, man. And where can people follow you?
Oh, so basically at Zephyrbeats for Instagram, and then for my
And how you
sound.
spelling that?
Oh, Zephyrebeats, and then if you type in Zephyrbeats on YouTube, I'm there as well.
Sweet.
So
Nice one, man.
yeah, thank you for having me. Like this is crazy. I actually really want to be on the show, and then you actually asked me, so that was really nice. Like that was dope.
That's our honor, man. Like we started a few months ago, and even to have listeners from different countries interested and showing us support, man, it's all love. So
Yeah,
yeah, we definitely want to, have more of these kind of conversations with our guests and listeners throughout the world. We're all creators, so
yeah,
it's a conversation that we need to have. So yeah, man, appreciate it.
yeah. No problem. And one more thing, because remember that that comment I posted? It was something along the lines is "You're literally saving lives."
Yes.
So I wanted to like I'm literally so serious about that because there are people out there like really struggling in a dark place, like dragging themselves to a 9 to 5 and trying to get like this motivation or trying to figure out a way, and like definitely when I'm at work, like you guys kept me going. So
Oh
like
wow.
literally saving lives. So
Oh,
really appreciate it. Keep doing it. You guys would be big in no time, and oh man, so much positivity.
oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
No
That
problem.
means a lot. Thank you. No, we will. We will keep going. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
All right.
no
Well,
problem.
everyone follow at Zephyrbeats on Instagram. Make sure he puts up those skate videos as well as his beats. If you're an artist, hit him up. His beats are sick. That would be dope. If there's an artist listening,
For real.
hit him up. Get a beat. I want to hear it.
Yeah,
that would be
let's
wicked.
work. Let's work. Let's do
Yeah.
it. I'm always down.
Nice. All right, man.
All right.
We'll speak soon.
I'll see you.